What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, and you are watching Ranger Wrap Up. Peace. What's up, everybody? This is Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger.
Come on, transition. I can't see you. Hold on, though. Saturday. What is going on, guys? It's your favorite show, the Illuminerdi's Ranger Wrap Up, and we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Like I was shooting some stuff over to Heirloom, and he was like, "Oh man, it's fully loaded show." Yeah, kind of. It was a very eventful. And we got a special guest. Oh my God! It looked like for a split second, I thought it was the toy, but that thing looks legit. So, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be talking about your action figure today. So this is why we were a little bit late. We were waiting on our special guest, the Phantom Ranger. And are you gonna reveal who you are? One. I'm gonna like just kind of imagine what Stephanie's thinking right now. It's like, why is this man dressing up in my living room? Oh my gosh. Joe has never, like, in all the years that I've known him, he has never like put on any costume or anything. I think the last time I saw you in a suit was like your Iron Man suit or something from a long time ago. But yeah. You could take the helmet off, right? Okay. Well, yeah. But anyways, it's the Ranger wrap up. We weren't here last week because the Power Morphicon was going on. But we are joined by today. We got Mark from across the pond. Heirloom, how you doing today, sir? Doing well, doing well. And we got Joe, the Phantom Ranger. We got some. Wait, hold on. It says only Joe, only Joe, only my audio. That's because Daniel's. All right, we're fixed. We're fixed. Um, Sorry about the audio. It's because Daniel was supposed to be here, and his audio is the one that's linked to everybody's audio. But we do have the Phantom Ranger here. Joe is here. They finally revealed his figure. Um, but yeah, I mean, dude, the suit still looks amazing. From when you were on the
Does it look
show.
better than the one I'm wearing?
Say it again.
Does it look better than the one I'm wearing?
Did you clean it up a little bit? It looks like more.
Brand new.
Yeah, it looks brand new.
I mean, it smells brand new too. You got to realize I've never like really fully put this on. I'm gonna put the whole thing on later today and take pictures and see,
How does it
see how
fit?
it turns out.
Still fits?
That's good.
Does it still fit? Well, we'll see the pictures later, and you guys can be the judge.
Are
No,
you
yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
do those poses?
I don't know. Yeah, are there Phantom Ranger poses too, dude?
I don't know.
There's always ranger poses.
You just can't.
There's the generic.
What though? Like one side of this kept breaking off. Like the you guys won't be able to tell this in the picture, but the left side of the shoulder piece kept like breaking off. So it took me forever to try to
Oh,
fix it.
nice. I mean, it still looks really good. It looks like, I mean, the history behind that suit is how long you waited to get it, which was insane. But it looks really good.
Like after my first Morphicon, it legitimately took me 2 years to finally get that suit.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Like almost a date, 2 years.
It's Anarchy made, isn't it?
Yeah,
I was gonna say I wasn't gonna say
Yeah.
say the name, but
it's a full-on suit, and I actually think it might be the his first ever Phantom Ranger one he did, and I think I'm the only person to have this full-on suit
that's
besides Hasbro, Saban, whoever owns the
yeah,
other
yeah.
one now.
To be honest, like even the
I
sound,
keep
even
think
like even though you have the helmet on, like we can hear you pretty clearly. So
Well,
yeah.
I actually have a microphone inside of here with me, so it's
okay.
more clear. Also have
I,
my AirPods in, so I can hear you guys pretty clear too.
Ah,
uh,
see, he thought about it. He really thought about it.
I just keep thinking, even though it's not Power Rangers, like you're just gonna say these are the droids that you're not looking for, and just do the whole thing.
It's very Star Wars esque, definitely for
Yeah.
sure.
I can't wait to. I'm at like later today since I have half of this suit. I'm gonna put the full rest on and take some pictures. So that way they could see the Phantom Ranger in its full glory. I don't think anybody. I've never seen a Phantom Ranger cosplay yet though.
No, I haven't not in person yet. I don't think I've seen like pictures off Anaki's site, but that's about it. But
Yeah.
since
So
you know,
here's a fun thing too, guys. A little bit of news. The Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach. They're going to be having a. Let me get the info before I start
hold on, let
speaking.
me look it up.
They're gonna. I believe that they're going to be having an appearance by the Frank Gogol, who's writing Power Rangers Edge of Darkness on July 3rd. And for those of you that don't know Edge of Darkness, it's starring me, the Phantom. So maybe we might make an in-store appearance. I might make an in-store appearance here, sporting the whole
You
suit.
might have to. You might have to.
I-
I mean,
I might
yeah,
have
and then
the stars.
also at the Comic Bug on July 11th is when JDF rescheduled his appearance. So if you guys are in the Manhattan Beach area during then, you guys can come see the OG Green Ranger.
Yep, and yeah, so I'm going to read some of these chats. And in a couple minutes here, I'm going to change out of this suit, guys, because it's not going to lie, it's pretty
No
looking
problem.
hot.
See,
We got a couple chats here. Blackwing, let me try. It's a little hard to see in this helmet, so bear with me. Blackwing says, Joe, where'd you get the Phantom Ranger suit? This is by Anarchy. You guys know him. Famously does all of the Power Ranger suits. Did take 2 years to get. And I'm not going to lie, the detail on this is pretty cool. And once you guys get to see it up close. And pretty much, so what they did for their Lightning Collection figure is that they just took a scan of me in the suit. So there was one other time I did wear the suit. And it's just a pretty good scan of me in the costume.
I blew up your screen a little bit just so people can get a really good look at it. So that is an amazing suit. Honestly, it's like one of the coolest suits, and that's why I was super excited when they announced your figure coming out.
Now, yes, I know. I'm finally going to get my Lightning Collection figure. Now, Jared Hodges, he says, holy shit, awesome Phantom Ranger suit, Joe. That's sick. Thank you so much. Credit really has to go out to Anarchy on this one. I mean, look, you guys all know about the wait times with the dude, and they are tremendous. They are very, very long. And even for myself, like there was a point in time where the response time wasn't happening the way I'd like, but I did get the full-on suit, and it was delivered. Not necessarily in the time frame promised, but it was delivered.
It was definitely. So while we're getting to it, I mean, we might as well start because we got a ton of stuff to talk about. Power Morphicon happened last weekend, and one of the big things that they were doing was showing off a lot of toy reveals, whether it be through Hasbro. We also got.
This part, out of this suit real quick, all right? Can you
Yeah,
cut
I'll
my
cut
video?
your video. Hold on. Are we gonna?
I'll be back in like
Okay.
3 minutes.
So whether it be through the Super 7 toy reveal, the Hasbro toy reveal, or anything else that came out after. Let's start off with probably the most, for me, the thing that feels a little bit disconnected from the fandom, but still very, not disconnected, but very new to the fandom is like, the clothing line. So Power Rangers and Reebok is going to be doing their pre-sales on Tuesday, June 29th. And honestly, these shoes look like I know earlier they showed the kid version, where the kid versions which were okay, but these adult ones look actually kind of cool. I kind of like them. Uh-huh. You gonna buy it? Yellow gives me kind of like a Vans type look. Um, the black kind of reminds me of like some New Balance shoes. Yeah, they're not terrible, but they're not the greatest designs. Um, but it's Reebok, so Reebok's always trying to, uh, you know, do something crazy. It says Marks. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, it's because he. Let me see. Let me fix that. There you go.
So
There you go. Heirloom's got audio now. Sorry.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Yeah, the shoes. I mean, the shoes don't look bad. I wouldn't spend $140 plus whatever taxes and shipping on them.
Mm.
No, I'm gonna stick with my $40 Nikes and yeah. I mean, they're all right. They're all right.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like look, again, like I said, I just think the yellow one looks like decent. Like that's the only one that would kind of catch my eye. The rest look okay, but like the yellows look so
Yellow
cool.
does look really cool. Let's
Mm.
see. So I mean, June 29th, which kind of coincides with the release that they got going for the Super 7 stuff, right? So like Super 7's releasing. I don't know what this one's called, but
So,
it's the one with the what do you call it? The Megazord.
well,
uh, yeah, I think they just again. I don't think they transform. I didn't even catch
Yeah.
any of this. Like to me, it just feels like it's another. Let's bring out something that we. 'Cause Hasbro brought out something very similar to this, didn't
Mhm.
they? Where it was just literally the static like T
Mhm.
Rex, and I'm just like, do we need another T Rex? Did the first one sell very well, or is this because it's Super 7? It's going to be like comes with flailing hands.
Yeah. I, I don't know. Like I don't know how I feel about it. I'm probably not gonna buy it. As far as like the Megazord stuff, or at least for MMPR, I'm pretty set with the Jokin set, which is like beautiful. It's really heavy. But
Mm.
but one of the other Super 7 things that they did talk about was showed was the Goldar. What did you think about those?
I, I don't know. Like Super 7 stuff's really expensive. So when I saw Goldar, I was just like, but we've had Goldar. He doesn't look like that image. The one where he got the lighting
Yeah.
behind him doesn't even look like him. But the ones in the images where you see all those accessories, they look just like him. But I just feel like they released too many Goldars, so
Yeah.
I'm just like,
The only thing that's intriguing about it, that's different about it, is the little case with all the power coins, which is an iconic
Mm.
scene to recreate. But I don't know if it justifies purchasing another Goldar, especially when they had two releases. You know, it's just like,
Yeah.
why did you guys do that? Why couldn't you go with like
But
Rito or I don't know, like Finster or something crazy, something out there. But I don't know.
uh,
I don't know.
so everyone can hear Joe as well.
You can just hear him.
Yeah. Um, I think they should have done Rito, or at least say Finster or Babu or Squat. But I feel like I know we've had so much Mighty Morphing stuff recently. It's just I'm sick and tired of it. And Super 7 stuff's like ridiculously expensive all
Yeah.
the time.
I
So
honestly
I'm just
haven't
more.
heard about them since. Haven't I don't know much about them, but I mean they have been popping off with a bunch of stuff like that Megazord thing that they also like showed off a few weeks ago or a week ago, where the cockpit's in the chest, and a lot of people are kind of mad about it. It's like, oh, the cockpit's actually in the head. It's very inaccurate, and
Mm,
people are getting all up in arms about it. But I mean,
yeah.
it's just more product for Power Rangers. One of the things that I do see anybody like third parties and all that all leaning on MMPR because that's the most
Mm,
recognizable brand. But I'm sure if they were to like venture out with the other 28 or so seasons, maybe there'll be a bigger fan reaction, but maybe not get the type of sales that they're looking for. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I think it does come down to
Mhm.
sales because I reckon it's more. Everyone loves MMPR, but then I don't think Hasbro or any of these third parties kind of realize and go, well, actually, if we make something different, like people would go like they cheer for it and they'd want it, but then it's always like, oh, here's MMPR, and it's just so saturated to the point where I saw this and I was just like, it probably doesn't have any articulation, so it just stands
Mhm.
there. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
bored.
It's more for
Like I saw
the
it in the
adult
chest as well.
collectors where they just display it really, or not really touch it or do anything with it, which is nice for like a decoration piece, but functionality is also great, right? So
Yeah. I reckon that you'll see MMPR again if the Dino Fury Zords, like because they're all articulate and stuff. I reckon the second that they get it right and they can do it over and over, you'll see MMPR straight away.
definitely. So another thing that they did release, Bruno and Scott did have like a little panel where they were talking about their exclusive, which is weird because the
Mm.
exclusive like came out like maybe it like a few hours before. I don't know. I don't know how.
Mm.
I don't know how it got leaked or whatever. I don't know, but the cogs, the henchman building cogs. What do you think
Mm.
about the cags?
To be fair, Cogs, yes, because I love Zio. So for me, I was just like, oh, this is amazing. I got a bit kind of worried because when Scott was saying in the stream, like, oh yeah, it's for everywhere. Like the UK's gonna get it. I was like, right, I'll go to the UK site, and no, it wasn't there. And I was just like, oh god, no.
Is it a Hasbro Pulse
It's there now,
exclusive?
and I think it is. I think it's a Hasbro Pulse. But it's now in the UK, so I was like, yeah, I'm ordering
Yeah.
two. But I was kind of really excited because I know we get so much Mighty Morphing all the time. So kind of finishing
Mhm.
Zeo, or kind of almost finishing. Because we've got Tanya next year. We've got then they'll probably bring out King Mondo, Sprocket, Arch. I hope they bring out Archerina, and then
Artrina,
Prince Gasket. Yeah, it was the
Gasket's
Prince.
wife or something.
Yeah, and then whatever the I can't remember
Yeah. I actually
what the
love the
queen
villains
is.
for Zeo, so that like it'd be cool if they actually did continue it. Like honestly, it'd
Yeah.
be amazing. One thing that I was disappointed with, like it would have been like a pretty ballsy move, but it's got the two little head swap things, right? It would have been cool if it actually
Yeah,
slid up. That would have been amazing.
that would that would have. I think it would have been pretty easy. So yeah, like you could have had it on like the thing around the middle, and then kind of like when it kind of pushes out, and then when you push it back in, it kind of like locks in or
Yeah.
something like that. I think that would be kind of cool. I just like it. I'm glad that they've given it like to both, so it's not just like you get one cog
Mhm.
head and that's
Mhm.
it. So because I think that would have been now I have to buy two, so I can have two figures doing the same thing. But I think it's cool. I'm so
So
glad that they're
you
finishing
bought
this line.
two sets.
Yeah, I've got them on pre-order.
Nice.
I was just like, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
'Cause I was just like,
Little
Oh,
henchman builders are great to have. I've been trying to find.
oh yeah.
I have like these NECA TMNT foot soldiers. I've been trying to find like the 2-pack so I can just buy a bunch of them. So I can just have a bunch of foot soldiers like in the display, but
Mhm.
can't find them. Cannot find them. But honestly,
I will.
it's the cogs are great, and then like they're finishing off Zeo. Like it's pretty
Mhm.
much done. I mean, they haven't released them, but it's pretty much done, especially with Wave 10
Yeah.
announced, which is cool. But I do hope that they re-release Rocky's Tonfas or he's the only one that didn't get the proper weapons. Ooh, shoot.
Well, they met. Well, they mentioned ages ago that Tanya was going to come out with Tonfas for Rocky because everyone else got their
Mhm.
own stuff, and I was just like, oh. But they mentioned like, oh, it's coming next year type thing. So I assume that it's Tanya. So obviously that all comes out next
Uh-huh.
year.
But we'll
So
see.
that's my kind
We'll
of guess.
see. I don't see how, like if they were to not release the Tonfas, would you be pretty bummed about it? Do you have Bluesio? You do.
Yeah, pretty much every single
Yeah.
one so far. This is my baby line. This is basically when I want to go traveling. It's like, oh, the entire Lightning Collection line is up for sale, 18 grand, because that's how much I spent on it.
18 grand.
Nah, I'm gonna say that because literally it was like, when you get to the point when you're like, oh, I just want to sell this, I want to get rid of it. If someone comes on and goes, I want to buy the Lightning Collection, I'll just go, right, that's 18 grand, and they'll be like, okay, and then you get the entire lot straight
Mm.
away. So
Do you keep
going
all the
full
boxes?
on,
Oh
yeah.
man, I should have kept all the boxes. I think the only box that I kept was uh the Austin St. John set, and that's it. Only because it was signed. But
Yeah.
I don't. Well, I'm gonna
Oh,
see if I can
nice. Like,
get Joe's audio because we can hear a ton of stuff going on.
yeah,
Let me see if I can mute him. Mute Joe. All right, cool.
I thought he was just.
Oh man, you just gotta remind me to unmute him later. But let's
Yeah.
move on. Where we're going? Let's see what we got. I guess we could talk a little bit about Power Morphicon Online. I know you said there's only a few panels that you caught, but what did you think of it?
I think it's a very good thing. I generally kind of thought that there'd be a bit more. Like I know when we were talking, like you mentioned, like some of the panels weren't
Mhm.
live, and I generally thought everything was going to be live that entire
Yeah.
weekend. But I'm guessing that some of them were pre-recorded and stuff like that. So that's my kind of thing. I know I caught I think was it the toy panel. I
Mhm.
think a little bit of it. And I just haven't kind of gone over. But I'm kind of glad that they're all online, ready to kind of view. So if I want to jump into like say watch the entire toy panel, but it'll be okay. And then anything else that kind of catches my eye. So I kind of think that maybe it's a good thing. I can see it's happening. Or them streaming the event for next year live
Yeah.
type stuff, which I think would be kind of cool. What do you think about it?
You know what? Like a lot of people, I saw a lot of people in the little chat saying, "Why isn't it all live or whatever?" I don't think, and
Mm.
you personally know, I don't think anybody understands how complex and how hard it is to coordinate something like that, like live, especially when it's all Zoom calls or Skype calls and stuff like that, because the coordinating it like with people all over the world, different time zones, and like scheduling wise, especially when they're not there,
Mm.
is super
Yeah.
super hard. It's totally different when it's a physical convention because everybody's there to begin with, so everybody gets their little time slots when they're supposed to come in or when they're supposed to go to whichever panel room. It's totally different. Like the whole concept is totally different. Um, Especially like coordinating with all these people. I mean, I
Mm.
think the most successful one. I don't even know if this was live. I honestly don't know if it was live. Was DC Fandom, like I think it was like last year or 2 years ago. Um,
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
remember.
that was like it was live through, but I feel like it was a lot of pre-tape stuff. But like
Mm.
despite all the criticism that it was getting, I think that they did a really good job as far as like scheduling out and doing it. I know you had said you like
Mm.
the chat room aspect or whatever, like a separate room for chat rooms.
Yeah, I really kind of like that because it felt like even if it felt like when you go into a lobby like Palmorphicon or even a
Mhm.
convention, it felt like you could chat to to multiple people, and I've never seen that concept done.
Mhm.
So having like a separate live or like live while all the other ones are going, and then cut down the room when need be, I thought it was a genius idea. I was like, that's actually pretty awesome. So if other cons did that, I can see it being a like a huge thing over time. So I'm all like that. I'm more for that. I think that's kind of awesome.
Oh, you know what? I saw something, but
Yeah,
I don't know if you saw it too.
I
I
saw
was
it.
like, okay, we'll talk about that later off stream. But one cool thing that would have been cool, like, if they had that chat room, right? But also have it a live stream, like also have it
Mm.
like commentators, kind of like a sports type thing, or I don't know, like it'll be more interactive that way. But that would have been pretty cool. Honestly, like all the panels are great. I think one of my favorite ones was one that who moderated it. It was I think Morphin Network. They had
Mm.
the whole cast, or at least all of the Rangers for Ninja Storm, which was great to see. Minus Pua.
Mm.
Rest in peace. And I thought that was such a great panel because it was just all of them together, and I don't know how long it's been since they've been together, but it was just really nice to see that after so many years. Like I feel like Ninja Storm definitely is one of those like seasons that a lot of people slept on, but the story was actually pretty good. Like it was a decent show, and like the cast is really cool. What is another panel that I really enjoyed? Obviously the Beast Morphers cast one, but they had two. They had like the villains one, and they had the whole team that hosted by comicbook.com. It was just really fun to see that cast,
Nice.
back again. I know it was only like a year ago, but still, they're still one of my favorite ensembles that we've had in a while because how enthusiastic they are. I mean, the Dino Fury is super enthusiastic too, but Beast Morphers really took it to the next level compared to the past few seasons as far as like their involvement with the fandom and like and they're just becoming fan favorites as far as like a cast is. But yeah, I mean, Power MorphCon, I think that it was great. I think that they really did a good job. Getting getting together the amount of uh, Rangers that they got, the involvement with the community that they got. I mean, there's definitely some things that they could improve on, but I'm not gonna nitpick at it
Mm.
because you and I especially know how hard it is to put something on like this, like especially without the
I,
resources of big companies like Hasbro or like Disney or anything like that, right?
yeah, I would love to see it. I can imagine now, obviously, when the pandemic ends or gets to a form of ending, I reckon this will be a lot of what cons do. So with Power Morphin, I can see it being like an extra step that they
Mm-hmm.
do, something kind of giving back extra for people who can't do it around the world. I with the Ninja Storm, I'm like, yeah, like I would love to see them all together
Mm-hmm.
properly, because I think that would be kind of cool. And then I would just want an entire panel dedicated to Roxy. just I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, individual panels would be great. What like voice acting panel would have been good. Another one of the big things for conventions like cosplay is a huge part in like getting the feel for like a live convention, and you don't really get that with digital cons. Well, I mean, it would have been cool. Like, imagine if they had like a digital cosplay contest going or something. Um,
Red Ranger sitting at home in a
yeah,
chair.
a bunch of Red Rangers just hanging out. Um, what
Mm.
other things like a lot of the shopping is done at cons. It's another big play in getting that convention feel. I mean, what are some of your favorite things that I mean? You've been to how many Power Morph cons?
I've only missed one,
Which one?
and that's it. Um, it's I can't remember which one is when they've got the entire where they had that flash mob of all the Rangers and stuff like that.
Flash one?
All the cosplayers. Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was a flash mob of like all the Red Rangers and then I think a White Ranger, and it was. Hang on, let me
I think
quickly
I
like
think I saw
YouTube this
you in
one.
a video like one of the ones in Pasadena where like they're doing like a presentation or like a like fight scenes and dancing out in front of the smaller Pasadena Convention Center, not the one that they moved it to. You remember?
Yeah, was that the one with the Men in Tights song? Because that was Kevin's. That was that
Oh
one.
yeah. I think so. I think that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was 8 years ago.
8 years
So
ago.
whichever it was 8 years
Eight
ago.
years ago.
Yeah.
Crazy, crazy. But for you guys in the chat,
Yeah.
I there's a lot of people talking right now. What was your guys' favorite thing about Power Morphicon Online? Let's go through the comments a little bit. Going back to about the boxes, Pikachu Master 542 says, "I threw away my boxes because I don't have that much space. That is a concern. That is definitely a concern, especially for me with my stuff. How do you keep the wings on King Sphinx to stay on? Because one of them keeps dropping off the figure. I did not actually
Mine
purchase
don't fit.
King Sphinx, only because the
Mine don't even.
yours.
Mine don't even go in his back at all. Like you literally try and like force them in, and they just go plop. I'm like, okay, great, Hasbro.
Is
Thanks
it a
for
ball at the end?
making. No, it's like it's like this kind of, I want to say like arrow tip type
Ugh.
thing, where you're meant to kind of like put it into the back, but it just goes and it just drops
Oh.
down. So like you either have to really ram it in there, but I've tried it and it just doesn't work. So I just kind of went, it stays in the box, where he lives. He lives in the box and never comes out.
Nice. Robert Amaya says, I enjoyed the Ninja Storm panel, but it was painful for them when they talked about Pua and how they miss him. That is painful. I mean, despite whatever happened with him in his personal life, you still like develop these friendships and these this camaraderie with people. And you know, some people like, I know a lot of people at the time like really talk badly about him, but that's a point in his life that um, you know, that's his personal life that had happened. And it's not, I'm not to say
Mm.
that it's not good, but I'm saying that you can't judge a person from mistakes that they make. You know, it's very hard. So I mean, for them to talk about how much they loved and missed him, you can't really discount it, because that's the relationship they had with him. Um,
I, re- I reckon that's going to be a question at every single MorphCon. They'll be like, "Oh, what's your memories?" And I think it'll just be a thing that they'll keep either bringing up more memories that they had with him that they don't kind of remember,
mm,
or kind of like, "Oh, that happened and that was
yeah,
awesome." But I reckon that's the question that's going to be asked every single
every single
time,
time.
at least 5 times in every panel. And you're like, "Oh, god damn it, guys, seriously."
The question of like his personal life, or the
Oh no, it would be like, what are your favorite
oh yeah,
memories?
yeah,
What was it like working with him? What pranks did you
yeah.
do? Did you ever try on his suit and then jump out in the middle and be like, "Ha, I'm the Red Ranger," and you're like, "God damn it!"
Yeah, that's definitely a lot of questions. One of the, I don't know if it's just me, but like if I'm not saying I was a ranger, but if I was a ranger, I'd get really tired of those. Do the morphing sequence call. I was like, oh, God, we're not your monkeys, you know, we're not your, you know, we're not here. I mean, they are there to entertain them, but not when they start like giving them little commands like that. It's like kind of hard to see. Kind of hard for like and I see sometimes some of these actors like, oh God. I know there was one time it was a convention at Power Robo Toy Fest, and Brandon
Mm,
McLaren, the Red SPD, someone had said that, and you can tell like how annoyed he was by it, only because I don't
yeah,
know. I just feel bad for them sometimes.
I've only ever seen one Ranger actor kind of lose it towards someone, and I was there. I was recording for a con in
Uh
the
huh.
UK, and some guy, it was with Johnny and Bosch, and this one guy kept going like, "Adam, what's it like on the show? Adam, 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 Adam." And Johnny and Bosch grabbed the mic, got on stage, and went, "I'm not freaking Adam," and literally everyone went quiet, and they went, "Whoa," and started
Yeah,
clapping.
it just gets hard to watch sometimes. Um,
Uh,
yeah, Matthew Thompson says I went to Battle of Atlanta, so I did not get to do any of the PMC online stuff. Well, you know what? One of the good things that Power Morphicon did is they made all these panels available to you to watch after the fact, and they're separated, which is good too. I like that they were separated.
it's like Power MorphCon every
Every
day.
single day. It was every single day. One of my favorite things, because I got to Joe let me host one of the panels, and I did. It was a mixture of like SPD and Mystic Force, only because Mystic Force had
Mm.
John Twee and Chris Campbell, but John Twee, he is one of the most entertaining people like I have ever spoken to within the Power Ranger fandom. Like he's got so much energy and he's been doing so much. He's probably one of, like, that was my favorite thing about it. I mean, talking to SPD2 was great, but he's such a cool dude. Doggy Kruger, such a cool dude.
Mm.
Hopefully we can set something up. Maybe get him on the show or something. But it was really,
Is-
honestly, the weekend was really fun to watch, and I love seeing how many people just like, you know, logged in and just watch.
mm.
It's pretty cool.
My favorite part has always been Ciara.
Yeah, yeah.
God, last time I met her, I bought her an English plate, like one of those fancy things that we get, like you can put in on your wall type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought her her one. She loved it. I'm like, right, teacup. That's the next one. Teacup.
Okay, Joe
And do
is
it.
back. Hold on. Is he still unmuted?
Yeah, he's still muted.
Okay. How do Can you unmute yourself, Joe? I'm trying to get Joe back, you guys. Hold on. Joe.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Oh, it's the Phantom
The
Ranger.
Phantom
Yeah.
Ranger.
No.
Funny.
That took
I'm gonna
about-
send Jezzer some photos that we took inside of this costume.
that, we'll talk to you a little bit after the stream, because, yeah, so we were just talking about PowerMorphCon and how it went. Do you have any thoughts on the whole reception and how it went down, and the panels and all that, Joe?
I don't know what the mass public thought about it. I thought, it was obviously different. I mean, it was good. It was good for what they did. I liked it.
Oh, I want me to put this photo up on stream right now?
You don't have to.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. We were talking about how a lot of people were complaining about not all of them being live, but we talked about how hard it is to coordinate with, a lot of the actors, especially when they're not all in the same place. Like, I mean, Joe, like, coordinating just to get the people on your panel to, come together. And it's nothing on them. It's just scheduling, scheduling, like, different people at the same time is really, really hard.
I don't know what the mass public thought about it. I thought,
Actually, I can hear Joe again.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. But for you guys in the chat, what was your favorite panel that you guys watch? What type of panels do you want to see for the next PowerMorphCon? Just let us know. Just let us know. But I guess it's a good time to start talking about Wave 10 that got announced.
Before we do,
There
Mikey
you
goes,
are.
Hey, it's Joe. You missed it. The Phantom Ranger was here earlier. You missed it, Joe.
I heard he was here earlier, man. I wanted to do a little chat with that guy.
Why?
I do have.
He killed him. He beheaded him, and he's gonna put it up on a pike, like they did in Walking Dead.
It's a hot day. It's a hot day out there today, guys. It's not too easy being in a Phantom Ranger suit.
I can only imagine. That's why.
I believe it or not, Jezzer, there's so many things like I ripped and I like and it came apart like putting that thing on. So I'm gonna need you to like touch it up.
Oh God. Around.
It's not bad.
Yeah, around this time though is when like conventions start going, and I think the next big one was like Anime Expo, and it's the worst possible time to cosplay. It is so hot in LA. It is like the sun. It's like individual beams of heat hitting every piece of your costume, and especially if it's like hot glue or if it's glue or like super glue, they don't take heat good, and they'll just start falling. There's one time I had a 3D printed War Machine at Anime Expo. I was walking from the hotel to the convention center, and everything just started falling off, like melting off. It was so hot.
Really?
Yeah, it was so hot. Everything just started falling off, and I was just standing there in like my underclothes, and I was like, I'm going back to the hotel. This is not working. It's not working. It's not a good thing. Well, anyways, let's go ahead.
I was gonna say you're lucky because like here in the UK, when we only have like 1 or 2 conventions, it's either very beginning of summer or bang in the middle of winter, and I'm like freezing every single time.
Yep.
That spandex suit, when it hits your skin and it freezes to it, that's a bad day.
Yeah.
Like rubber bands become your enemy.
Rubber bands.
I don't think there's any way I would be able to wear this at PowerMorphCon.
All day? No, not even possible.
No, and just even doing photos and stuff, like you need like a suit handler with that suit. So there's so much to it.
Yeah, definitely, because you can't really hold anything. I can only imagine like your shoulders can only go so high, right? So, yeah, it's bad. But Wave 10's out. Wave 10 got leaked by Amazon. We got Pink Space.
Good old Amazon.
The good old Amazon. Pink Space. We got Dino Charge Green, Zeo Yellow, and Phantom Ranger. What did you guys' thoughts when they released the information on that?
2 things. Number 1, no Mighty Morphin figures, which I'm down with, and number 2, no Red Rangers. So this is a brand new real Wave 10. And also 2 female figures. I have a feeling know that the Phantom Ranger is going to be one per case for some reason.
Damn
I feel like that's going to be one of the harder ones to get. I feel like.
it.
And now Hasbro has to send me one because they did those scans off the suit, right?
Mm-hmm. They have to. You gotta reach out to them. Honestly.
Got to reach out.
Yep.
You know what I noticed though? There's the detail in this helmet. I don't know if you guys can see. Like there's a couple pieces that are gold here that they have is a silver there. So I'm not sure which one is the more
I don't.
screen accurate
Yeah, I
version.
don't remember. That whole visor is like that's pretty big for visors as far as like Ranger helmets go. I think for sure.
But the thing is, your eyes, like when at least my head, the eyes are like here. So like you have to kind of like put your head up just to see.
Still a great suit.
Probably what I'd recommend then, put some padding on the top, on the inside, so therefore it kind of.
But it's
makes
such a
you-
tight fit in there, Heirloom. Like it's such a tight fit in there.
Yeah.
The anarchy curse of we'll make the helmets way too small.
Yeah.
I mean, it fits really well, and it fogs up. Like I need to figure out like an anti-fog.
Was it like soap water?
Soap water, washing up liquid, bit of wipe it all over. It will not fog up.
Yeah.
Really?
I do remember putting that helmet on. I think it was like a free comic book day, and then Ciara helped me put it on, and she took the picture. Yeah, it's tight. That because Joe's head and my head are kind of about the same size. It's a tight fit. But yeah, I mean,
it is
with Wave 10 though. I mean, they finished off two teams. That's big. That's big.
Well, they finished. I mean, we don't officially have like a Zane yet, right? From Silver Ranger. Like I know we're getting that Psycho Silver.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But we don't have Silver, right?
Not yet.
But we are getting the full-on Zeo team, which is finally done, which is awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. Just no Tonfas. No Tonfas for.
They'll come with time.
No who?
No Tonfas for Rocky.
Oh yeah. Have they revealed any head sculpts, or we just know that this is the wave?
Just the wave.
I think there's some information on them, but that's about it. Just like
Space Silver. I mean, this is to me so far. This is my favorite wave. It's very reminiscent to me of that. I believe that second wave of Lightning Collection figures when we got like what's his name from Lost Galaxy, Magna Defender. It feels a little bit like that. Like I really like that wave a lot too. And that one actually has two Beast Morpher Rangers in it, didn't it? Like it was gold and red.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for. We got Phantom Ranger. We need Blue Centurion. Come on, Blue Centurion.
Hey, Blue Centurion with like siren light activation.
Yes. Oh my god.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god. I don't know, Heirloom. If you saw me at one of the Power Morph cons, did you see my Blue Centurion at the convention?
Don't think. No, I've only ever seen one Blue Centurion cos. No, wait. I think I have seen it actually.
Yeah, but
I think I have seen it.
In the shoulders, I had like they were spinning the little the red things. Joe, do you remember? I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, those were awesome. I wish that we had this Phantom Ranger suit and your Blue Centurion suit ready to go. We could have been the best duo.
The things like I found like these like police lights, and I took out like the spinning part. I was like, oh man, and I just put them in like this red cup that I got from Party City or something. It was like that costume. Like even though like some of the pieces look kind of janky, like I had so much fun with that costume. There's so many lights in it. So hopefully if they make a toy.
Dude. So on Twitter earlier, I know that they had the announcement of the Phantom Ranger, but I thought it was so funny. Jezer was the only person that actually saw the helmet in the back. Like I had the helmet back there. You were the only person like found it, like that actually.
I just remember seeing it like on that back thing. I was like, this would be a good opportunity to share it. I don't know why I didn't share it before, but I mean since Phantom Ranger came out, probably a good situation. Hey, Toku kid's in here. Toku, you just missed Phantom Ranger.
Oh.
You missed him.
He's here, now he's gone.
Yes, so I mean, Wave 10, I'm super excited about it. Waiting for that Silver Space Ranger so we can finish it off. So now I have to print out a bunch of Galaxy Gliders. I need a pink one, I need a black one, I need a yellow one.
Oh, is that what? That's a great idea. The Galaxy Gliders. That's so smart.
Yeah. They don't take that long to print either. Like it's pretty quick. I like them.
So do you reckon now that they've Wave 10, now you finished off 2 teams effectively, do you reckon that they're going to start a whole new one? And then which one do you reckon it will be?
Turbo.
Oh, you like Turbo?
Yeah, Turbo. Do you guys think that they're going to finish off Dino Charge like how they're doing, or they're only doing like the initial 6?
I mean, I think it's easier to do all the other figures because at that point you don't need the head sculpts, right? Like you can just do like just the figure.
Mm.
I mean, I guess you could like do the head sculpt if you wanted to, but like for like silver, are they gonna make that giant bird dude? Like, you know what I mean? Like just a head sculpt for that guy?
Yeah.
I kind of doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do Doggy Kruger though, so who knows?
Yep, Doggy Kruger was dope. Because I don't think, because Doggy Kruger, did they have a scene where it was just his head in the ranger suit? I can't remember it.
Is it always? It's near the end of the season when when they get absolutely beaten or something. And it's like they rip the helmets off and then they do the morph call or something. So I'm sure maybe in like one episode or something.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing that in Dino Charge where it was the bird head. So I don't know if they'll even do it. I mean, who knows?
I mean, well, they never had the Doggy Kruger head in SPD either, but it just so happened to come with the figure. So it's possible this could be one of those scenarios, at least for Dino Charge. I think that, like, obviously we're pretty close to finishing off Space.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of Space. They actually did like pretty rapidly. I feel like that one we got pretty rapidly.
Did you guys get that line
think,
yet? The one with
You know what? Lost Galaxy. I feel like Lost Galaxy is going to be the next one that we're going to get finished pretty
Oh
fast
yeah,
too.
yeah, because they already have three.
Blue, red. I think that might be it though, right? Like just blue and red. But
Magna
I think
Defender.
and Magna Defender.
Yeah.
So like we only would really need 3 more, and I think that season's done. If technically if you want to get technical with it, that's when they can do the 2-pack of like Kendricks and Corone, I guess.
Or like a 3-pack
if they wanted
Kendricks,
to
Corona,
both
and maybe throw in another Psycho Pink. I don't know.
Cassie, you know what? Or even Cassie.
Yeah.
Right? They could do Cassie on that.
Yeah.
There's a couple options there. I think that honestly, I don't know why that wasn't part of the Pink Ranger,
I think you know what I honestly think that it was supposed to be. I honestly think it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
and I think that it just timing wise they didn't have everything ready yet. But I really do think it was supposed to be a versus pack. That was supposed to come out. But who knows?
It'd been cool if it was.
Yeah.
Who knows? Definitely. I mean, I
really want to see. There's a couple of figures that I absolutely want to see, and some people want to see them too. Like I want to see Solaris Knight.
Yep.
I think that figure would look sick. Obviously, all the Dino Fury Rangers look awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of their
why haven't we
aesthetic.
got a Dino Fury figure yet? Not even like a red one. Nothing. Nothing.
Those suits are magnificent. I love
the Dino Fury suits.
I
Go ahead.
I would be annoyed if they finished Dino Fury before they finished Beast Morphers.
Imagine.
I'm
actually a little shocked that they haven't finished Beast Morphers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I completely forgot they didn't finish them, and they should have dne it when in that span that the show was actually coming out. What?
Yeah.
I reckon
But now,
it was going to be a Morphicon exclusive that you got Roxy and Zoe, or at least Zoe and Steel. So you got them 2 in a double pack. So I reckon that may have been a thing. But yeah, I'm like shocked that why is it not out yet?
We'll see. Who knows?
Surprising. Also, I can only imagine them doing like a 5-pack for the Alien Rangers because I think that would be the way to go. But I can almost imagine them also releasing like the White Ranger in one of these lines, and then the rest of the Rangers in a 5-pack. You're like, well, I got to get into the White Ranger again because that's just the way it rolls. But if they wanted to really capitalize on Mighty Morphin, we already got the metallic figures. One thing that I think that we can get too is probably the Ninjetti suits because you can do the head sculpts or head flips from that, or even like put on the fake hoods or whatever. But the Ninjetti suits mainly because you only have to create for the sculpts at least 1 female and 1 male, and just the rest are repaint.
That is true. Maybe that'll be a 5-pack. Who knows? Or a 6-pack.
Right, and then also you can even get like a they can get more out of it. They can get like another Kimberly one. She had an Ninjetti suit and cat, and then you have all the rest. So like all the Ninjetti ones are pretty easy for them to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
wouldn't be surprised if they did I wouldn't be surprised if they did a 1995 movie set going.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, I would love to see that too. Honestly, I would love to see the 2017 movies also.
Yeah.
In Lightning Collection form.
Don't forget the Wild West Rangers as well.
You know the big
God,
grabs that they had.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a super chat. According to Toku Chris, the original plot for the new movie is being reworked for the older audience TV show. How you heard about this? Do you know anything about that, Joe?
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we talked about, previously. is that the movie is being reworked, but the basis of the movie was going to be, taking place throughout different eras, or it was going to be going back into time, but it was going to have different motifs that tied into the television show. That was something we reported literally a year ago. But Toku Chris did have a little bit more information. The original plot for the new movie is being reworked, as well as what they're working on for the 30th anniversary. So there's going to be Power Ranger content. What that is, we're getting little glimmers of it now.
Yeah. I mean, since G.I. Joe's out, or it's coming out, so they're done, doing stuff for that, and Transformers information came out last week. So now, it's just a matter of time before we get some Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah, and I did talk to a PR rep at Paramount just recently to talk about the shared cinematic universe, and really their focus right now is making sure they just get Snake Eyes out and running. But I mean, it kind of, they would love to have a shared cinematic universe for the simple reason is that those shared cinematic universes just make money. I mean, whether it be with the MCU, which is the most popular in Marvel, or the DCEU, which has had its setbacks and problems, but then again, it still makes a lot of money. Hasbro, Paramount, E1, they would love to have that on their own. We could talk about the G.I. Joe franchise, which kind of was really heavy earlier on in the early 2000s. Same thing with the Transformers franchise, that kind of petered out. But you can also see this cinematically, this aesthetic that was going on, and the storylines that were being told. They were being told all visually. Whereas now, especially with Marvel, they've really trained us to get deeper into the stories. Yes, we want things to look good cinematically, but we want to get deeper into the stories. And I think Hasbro and E1 and Paramount are taking a slower approach so that they can really build out that universe. Now, as far as the 30th anniversary goes, there's a lot that I'm hearing about it. We can't report any of it yet because it's still not 100% ready to go, at least in this iteration.
Did you want to talk about the other thing that you messaged me about?
Yeah, so I don't know how many of you guys were privy to Twitter earlier, but there was an artist on Twitter, and I don't want to out this because I'll talk about it, but there was a Twitter account earlier this week that kind of came out. It was kind of checking out, basking in the glory of all the Power Rangers had to offer. And it was interesting because the person that was looking into this and working on this, he was actually a illustrator and cartoon artist from the Cartoon Network. And I checked out some of his work, and if that's any indication to where Power Rangers is going, I can't wait. Now, I'm not even sure that, look, it's a tweet that's out there. If you guys want to find it, it's pretty easy to find.
We're not gonna try to point you in that direction because we know what happens when it happens.
It's out there. It's live. It's an official illustrator from the Cartoon Network. Not saying it's Power Rangers can be. I don't want anyone to jump to these crazy conclusions. It's just an illustrator that seems like he's working on concepts with Power Rangers and is starting to discover the lineage and history of a lot of these Power Ranger helmets and just kind of diving into the lore, which is great because we already knew that Power Rangers in an animated form would be arriving. So we're not saying that this dude's working on the show. We're not saying that, not saying any of that, but we are saying that it's fascinating that this dude from the Cartoon Network is taking a deep interest into Power Rangers. And I'm going to read to you what that tweet says. I was going to give out his Twitter account, but I'm not going to.
No, if you read out the tweet, you're going to Google
public it. Tweet. All right, so hold on, let me find the tweet real quick. I don't know if let me make sure. It says, well, keep talking while I look for it.
I mean, I think it'd be cool if the animated were to focus, if from the tweet, and he's showing all these different helmets, if they were not to just focus on one team, it'd be really cool, and I'd be full on for that, especially if it's the 30th anniversary,
All the teams, not just the dinos.
Yeah, all the teams. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Via Games, I don't want CNN to have Power Rangers in any form.
Oh, here it is.
Joe's not saying. Joe's not saying that Cartoon
Network
is.
Not saying any. I'm not saying it's going to the Cartoon Network. Let's not jump to conclusions. All I'm saying is that the person that's there currently works for the Cartoon Network. And the tweet says, currently obsessed with Power Ranger helmet variations, mind blown emoji. And it has the Red Rangers, the Yellow Rangers, the Blue Rangers, the Pink Rangers, the Black Rangers, Green Rangers, and then it's a long chain, White Rangers, Silver Rangers of this person and people expressing the love of the franchise. But like I said, it's not saying that this is going to be on Cartoon Network, and who knows? Maybe this is just a fan that's diving into the project. But I do find it fascinating. This dude is from the Cartoon Network, diving deeper into Power Ranger helmet variations. To me, the story kind of goes hand in hand.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, this show had a lot. We had a lot of stuff that came out over the weekend. So I mean, hopefully you guys were able to absorb all that. You know, absorb all that. But I think this is a good time to end the show because we got what do we got? Ranger.
Wait, cut to the picture. Cut to the
I didn't.
picture.
Oh, hold on. All right, keep talking. Let me send. After, because you sent it to my.
So yeah,
You sent it to my phone.
I did. I sent it to your text. I sent it to your phone. Sorry. Should I have done it in
Yeah,
Skype?
but it's fine. Let me do it right now. But anyways,
So yeah, man, there's a ton that came out this week with Power Rangers, and we're inching our way closer to that, August 28th, I believe, where we're gonna have that Power Ranger Day. But Erlem, let me get your hot take on Morphicon. How did you like it?
I only watched.
I think you talked about it earlier.
I only watched one panel ish. And that was the toy panel, and that was it really. I haven't really kind of delved deep. Most of it wasn't I think 1 or 2 panels weren't live, and I thought that most of them would be. But I did like the chat room feature that they put up. I thought that was actually a stroke of genius. I was actually
A what
very
feature?
chat room.
So they put up like a chat room where it was just basically live, and it just
chat.
said Power Morph on live chat, and I actually thought, do you know what, that's actually quite ingenious. But I don't know if they had anyone kind of regulating it or anything. But I kind of liked that for a while bit. So I thought that was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, I know that we're inching our way closer to viewing Globe 2. I know we're going to be making an announcement on that
Wait,
soon.
who edited this photo?
there's
This
lots-
photo is like it.
I just took they just took it with an iPhone. With my new iPhone. I got the new iPhone.
Oh,
Nice.
It's a nice photo. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Oh, thanks, man. You can tell it's literally out in front of my front yard where the trees are out in front.
Yeah. What did your neighbor say?
Nobody, nothing. But there was one lady that came out and was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And then I was just like, "Oh, new COVID suit, new COVID."
The LAPD got new suits, so they're just testing
But
it
it's
out.
funny. In this little area here, there's a jumpy castle. There's like a birthday going on, and we were thinking about just going over there and see. But they wouldn't. I don't think they would.
Who
know
knows?
what
You might
Ranger
even get
was.
some free food or something. Who knows? I mean,
Free birthday cake.
I'll put it up, bro.
Phantom Ranger will be making an appearance at the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach on July 3rd, the same date that the writer for that comic is going to be coming out. So I'm excited about it.
Yep.
Excited about it.
That is nice. That is a really nice
It's
shot.
a nice shot. Well, Joe,
It's a shot,
put it
right?
up on Illuminerdi's
I
Instagram.
think that's going to be my new. Yeah, that's going to be my new
Yeah.
Facebook profile. I think that it's finally time to reveal that I'm the Phantom
Yep.
Ranger, right?
All right.
And everyone thought it was Billy.
They thought it was Billy.
Yeah. For all of you that thought it was
Shame,
Billy,
shame,
haha. There you go. Joke's on you. But yeah. So the whole suit, I'm not gonna lie. I think now, I think that's the first one. I'm curious to see if Anarchy made another one that's a little bit easier to. There's a lot of moving
Yeah.
pieces.
I'll take a look at it, see if I can improve on some of the mobility stuff. But Mark, where can everyone find you on social media?
Everywhere at ALM bar Twitter, which is Mainstream Live. How about you, fine gentlemen?
Joe?
You can find me at Joe Illuminerdi on all social media. I might be changing that to Phantom Ranger JD or something. I don't know what's going to happen. But you can find me at Joe Illuminerdi on all social media. You can find me right here at the Illuminerdi, and you can find me every week or whatever on Screen Rant interviewing actors, just like Jezza does.
And you can find me.
Jez, you talked to Kevin Hart. How did that go?
Pretty good. He was. It was pretty. It's the role was totally different, so the vibe was different, but it's pretty good. But yeah, you can find me on all social media at Zeus. Also, interviews on Screen Rant. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out. Is it Retro Ranger Wrap Up? Is coming up next. With Josh and his team.
Yeah.
So you guys check that out, cause they're what are they on? They're on Lightspeed still, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're on Lightspeed.
Nice.
Yep.
But you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you guys next week.
Please hit that like, chat, and subscribe to keep up to date with everything trending
Pop culture.
in geek pop culture.